Petronas is warning oil and gas players in Malaysia to be cautious, despite signs that the outlook for the industry is improving. President and Group CEO Tan Sri Wan Zulkifli Wan Arifin points out that the operating landscape remains unpredictable. He says it is evident that players are now switching from survival to growth mode amid rising oil prices. He adds that the industry-wide recovery can be seen in the number of investments, which have increased slightly in tandem with the improvement in crude oil prices. Currently, he says a total of 20 rigs are in operation, compared with 15 rigs as at the end of last year. Still, as encouraging as it is, Wan Zulkifli expects volatility to continue and reminds all players to tread carefully. Reality has apparently not sunk in for billionaire on the run Low Teck Jho. According to billion-dollar whale co-author Tom Wright, Jho Low is still offering to help the new government. In an interview with BFM, Wright said Low is texting the current administration, offering to arrange meetings for PM Tun Dr Mahathir Mohamad, who's currently in New York. Among others, Wright said Low is telling officials that Malaysia will never get its assets back if the government doesn't include him in its efforts. The Wall Street Journal journalist added that Low doesn't seem to have the normal run of human emotions. He said he believes that Low isn't a financial genius, just an opportunistic person who knows how to work a room. Red Granite Pictures is said to have paid off the balance of a $60 million settlement with US prosecutors over the 1MDB fiasco. According to Variety, the company behind Wolf of Wall Street took out a loan from New York-based Brevet Capital to make the final installment, 4 months ahead of schedule. This officially ends Red Granite's involvement in the case. Under the deal, the production company did not admit wrongdoing. Citing sources, Variety says the money will ultimately be returned to Malaysia once certain processing fees are paid. Red Granite is accused of using over $100 million siphoned from 1MDB to finance its films, including Dumb and Dumber 2. It was co-founded by Dato Sri Najib Razak's stepson Riza Aziz and former celebrity booker Joey McFarlane. MOF has made a U-turn just a day after announcing that employers would only have to bear 20% of the 10,000 ringgit levy for each foreign worker. Finance Minister Lim Guan Eng says the ministry has decided that employers will instead continue to pay the levy in full. This comes after a Chinese daily reported negative feedback from companies. They say the new policy is a burden to their workers who would not be able to fork out the remaining 80% or 8,000 ringgit of the levy. The levy is applicable if employers want to extend the stay of their foreign workers beyond 10 years. Tun Group and ECN Libra Financial Group are venturing into the home-sharing business. This is via the acquisition of a 50% stake in Subhome Management by Tun Plato Ventures, a JV between the two firms. Subhome manages and markets homes for rent across Kuala Lumpur, Petaling Jaya, Penang and Johor Bahru. It offers value-conscious travellers hotel-like accommodation. Tun Group co-founder Tan Sri Tony Fernandez says Tun Hotels and Subhome share great synergies. Under the deal, Tun Hotels will provide the platform with operational support and controls through systems, processes and expertise. According to co-founder and CEO Sangdeep Singh Griwal, Subhome has 417 homes in its portfolio. It is aiming for 3,000 units by end 2019 and plans to venture outside of Malaysia, particularly to Thailand.